the Mises Institute of Turkey. There's no way this is real, right? They tweeted out, and I'm going to translate this for you because it is like the most unhinged thing you've ever seen. The libertarians in Turkey wrote, in the immediate aftermath of a natural disaster, why it's okay for the price of goods to go up, why it's normal, why it's actually a good thing, and why it's necessary. And then they wrote all this, which I'm not going to read because I will die. I will perish. Sometimes things that I write will inevitably cause me to fucking perish. This is one of those things. They are quite literally talking about price gouging and why it's in the immediate aftermath of natural disasters, why that's a good thing, why that's expected, and why that's a necessary thing. That's insane. Yes, Turkey cannot access Twitter at the moment, but they can at least access Twitch. This is one of the only platforms that the Turkish people can access at the moment. By the way, this has like real impact. Erdogan has, okay, we're going to talk about this now. Erdogan is going after Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and other forms of social media. Why? Because he can't control the information that gets disseminated on social media about how dire the circumstances are on the ground. He can control the media, on the other hand, as I showed you yesterday with the reporter who was literally walking away from the victim at a victim that had just gotten out of the rubble. Here is the video of this. The situation on the ground is dire and the Turkish government is actively trying to cover up their incompetence. Here's a reporter moving away from a recently freed survivor who tries to inform people that her family is still under the rubble with no help from the government for 3 days. Now, it didn't even end there. She just walks away and the person is in sheer disbelief. She's like, what? Unimaginable. Because they can't disseminate any information on mainstream news outlets, which are all supportive of Erdogan for the most part, Twitter was one of the only ways that people could inform others about what was going on, the realities on the ground. But also on top of that, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok even, was one of the few ways that people could actually reach out to others. Like someone under the rubble would have like a brief moment of internet connection where they could like tweet out exactly where they're at. I'm not even fucking kidding. We saw many examples of this. This is how people have been saved. Tweeting, I'm underneath the rubble, please come save me. This is my address. And then subsequently being saved. That is fucking insane that they would do this. People have shot Instagram videos from under the rubble. This morning, Erdogan took out Twitter, and then even VPNs are now apparently being restricted. Now no one can tweet. I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Real-time network data show Twitter has been restricted in Turkey. The filtering is applied on major internet providers and comes as the public come to rely on the services in the immediate aftermath of a series of deadly earthquakes. Now, it's been opening and closing in this in the meantime. But here's Oğuzhan Uğur, which I can't even do the fucking translation. None of the Twitter services are working at the moment. As soon as the ban came on Twitter, we lost 70% of our coordination. There are people that we actually sprung into action off of Twitter that went to areas of need, and now you know, Twitter was fundamental in recovery efforts in this way. Why would he restrict Twitter when it's literally helping to save lives? Because it might be helpful in recovery efforts, but it's also absolutely showing the dire realities on the ground in a way that the government wants to stop the dissemination of information on. That's it. They're literally talking about what's going on the ground and how bad the government is fucked up, and they don't want that.
Race against time in the effort
to
find survivors
earlier
after
in the
that
day.
Catastrophic earthquake devastated Turkey and Syria. The death toll is still climbing, now topping 11,000.
Well, Robin, good morning. We have been witnessing an urgent effort this morning here in Gaziantep to find people who may be trapped in the rubble. You can see the rescuers in the distance behind us. They say that they know an 11-year-old boy is there and that 3 times this morning they have heard a voice or voices coming from the rubble. And this is just one effort among many across this region to try to save lives.
Well, obviously it's very difficult. Just as my colleague Adrian and I were arriving yesterday, you saw so many people crying at the airport. And as we moved further into the disaster zone, everyone has been told to leave the affected areas. We're still feeling aftershocks now. I mean, the aftershocks are still in the region now, and we're being told to avoid certain areas. But I have to say that we have been so struck by the reaction of people just to us.
The situation reported by international news outlets is genuinely different than how it's reported by Turkish outlets, because Turkish news outlets are, at the end of the day, completely beholden to what the Turkish government expects them and wants them to do, whether because of, pressures that they will get, whether it's because of, legal complications that they might face, or whether because of their own personal motivations to defend Erdogan's regime. It's insane. That's part of the thing. That has been very interesting to see. You watch Deutsche Welle, right? And their international broadcast. This is a German news broadcaster for the state, and like the way they're talking about what's going on the ground is dramatically different. Oh yeah, this is an interesting way to basically visualize the amount of shift that has occurred on the ground. 3 meters. Look at that. Here's another one with the road. They're trying to calculate the seismic shift, and it's 3.3 meters is what they're saying. Look at that. There you go. And we did. Look at that. I gave another $20,000, which has now officially put us at $1 million. I want to shout out to everyone that has played a role in this. Every dollar counts. We have now officially hit $1 million on the Turkey-Syria Earthquakes Fund. I hope that this, helps immediately expedite relief and recovery efforts. I want to thank every content creator that has shared this, from H3H3 to Pokimane, Valkyrie to Amaranth to Jardine. I want to thank all the people that work behind the scenes to get it up as quickly as possible. I want to thank Tarek too. I want to thank all the content creators who also personally donated. Every dollar counts, obviously. Player Unknown donated 20 grand. An anonymous donation that was 12,500. Telegram ekip 31. Geçmiş olsun Türkiye at Cineflex with $11,100. Ethan Klein with 10,001. Pat 10,000. Jacksepticeye 10,000. Valkyrie 10,000, Dudu Dab with 5,000, Nick and Milena with 5,000. Saw some pictures of the earthquake, devastating. Hope this helps. Ludwig with another 5,000, Co Carnage with 5,000, Todic with 5,000. The Soft Giving team itself gave 5,000, and Luna Lux. Whoa, catching up to Ludwig. I guess the bidet business isn't doing so hot. 4,100, Dumpy 3,500. Tips out, gifted 3,000, Furious 3,000. This means almost 19 million Turkish lira. We have accumulated almost 19 million Turkish lira. And as far as what my manager has told me, I'm going to read it directly from him. First wave of money is going out now. We're giving final approval on it to finalize, and they will send the receipts right after. These donations will be made directly by Soft Giving to the Ahbap and Akut to expedite any setup time the Turkish charities would require with the donor advice fund. So they're sidestepping the DAF, something that people were concerned with. CARE will receive half their funds directly from the donor advice fund, Giving A, as they are a US based and already set up. Receipts will be provided upon completion of this wave of donations, and the total sent today as the first wave is going to be $411,856. This is just the amount of money that is cleared so far in the past 2 days. So it does not mean that is all the donations, obviously, because the funding has continued. And so the first wave, as I asked them to expedite everything, is going to go $205,928 going to CARE, both to CARE Syria and CARE Turkey, $102,964 going to Ahbap, and another $102,964 going to Akut. This is just the amount that has been cleared. The number of fatalities is increased. The official number is increased 17,000. It's going to continue to increase, obviously. So, that's pretty devastating. Netflix just donated a measly 6 million lira to the Turkish relief. It's like an insult. It's $300,000. You have to call them out on it. I'm not calling out anyone that donates, dude. That's crazy. Furkan Korkmaz is auctioning off a 76ers jersey for earthquake relief. That's fire. Furkan Korkmaz of the Philadelphia 76ers is putting up Joel Embiid, not his, but Joel Embiid's jersey, signed jersey up for auction to donate all of them. Of course, not his, for obvious reasons. James Harden is doing it too. This is basically the tweet that shares the scandals, the broadcast scandals made after February 6, 2023, and show examples of the disgraceful state of the government and the media. Hold on, there might be TOS there, so I don't know if I want to show you all of it. So but basically, they have the same exact newspapers, okay? Same exact newspapers. You can see it, Hürriyet, okay? I can't show you that one because there's like a lady under the rubble, but in mainframe, okay? In the mainframe in 1999, they're saying murderers in bold font. That was the prevailing narrative in 1999. Murderers, okay? That's what they called the people that were responsible for this atrocity. Now, they're like, oh, dual disaster. It's devastating. It's really sad, as though it happened like somehow without any sort of fucking like human intervention that could have never came. Showing the devastating nature of this atrocity, showing the humans. Now, 100 years of pain, okay? They went from, and Americans will see this, they went from, covering the situation, the calamity adequately, to using the passive voice that Americans know all too well whenever like a police murders someone and the media turns around and basically says something along the lines of like, oh, a bullet tactically exited the service weapon and it traveled into someone's body, like as though it happened on its own, like it's fate. It just saying that the government refused to hear tens of thousands of people's pleas for help. Now, başın sağ olsun Türkiye'm, as in, I don't know how to describe. Başın sağ olsun nasıl söyleyeyim yani? They're like, oh, we're all in this together. My condolences, Turkey. No criticism of the government whatsoever, okay? None whatsoever. Batı yıkıldı, yetkililer aciz kaldı. Okay? Saying the entire nation is without governance, without help in 1999. Let's see what they said this time around. Kıyamet gibi, calamity. Like as though the government is not even remotely relevant in this process. Every single newspaper in 1999 was universally shitting on the government and their ineptitude and the lack of support that they offered. And every single major newspaper in Turkey in 2023 is now saying, oh, this is just, who could have foreseen it? It's a calamity that was completely, there's nothing you can do about it. This is the governor / mayor, okay, of Adıyaman laughing at the victims as they're criticizing him. They're saying Adıyaman is without help, like without governance. Sahipsiz means like without an owner, but like it that's a direct translation. But the what they're trying to say is like there's no one to defend us. There's no one to, it's been abandoned. It's without leadership. That's fucking insane, bro. That's insane. I'm willing to bet Turkish news sites are probably reluctant to cover the Twitch recovery efforts here, possibly because of how much every fucking Turkish Twitch streamer, including myself, has criticized the government too. Like they won't even fucking cover it. They won't even say like, oh, Americans raised like $1 million, which is a big amount of money, which in other circumstances they 100% would actually cover in Turkish news, because they've covered other shit that I've done when I don't actually openly agitate towards the Turkish government, and they literally are fucking, they will avoid talking about it. NTV Spor apparently talked about only iShowSpeed raising money. Not me, not Jahrein, no one else, just iShowSpeed raising money for Turkey. Oh, that's fucking awesome. Now, obviously, it doesn't matter. Ironic, because like, they stopped iShowSpeed from actually giving 50 grand by calling it a scam, but according to the Turkish government, he's... Oh my God, he's not lying. No. Amerikalı Twitch yayıncısı iShowSpeed Türkiye ve Suriye'de yaşanan deprem için yayın açtı. Yaklaşık $200,000 bağışıklık toplandı. Bro, what the fuck? Now, of course, it doesn't matter. This isn't for like, I'm not showing you this to be like, oh, look how bad they're like fucking us over or whatever. Who gives a shit about that? The reason why I'm mentioning this is because it just further proves how much of a fucking grip the Turkish government has over its independent outlets and what kind of self-censorship they engage in. Halk Kahramanmaraş'ta Suriyeli grupların yağma yaptığını söyleyen avukat Zeki Çekici'yi hattan aldı. Spiker çok daha öyle demeyelim diyerek müdahale etti. They're saying that, this part is like real aggro. I'm not going to fucking get into this either. But a lawyer says that some Syrian groups are looting in Kahramanmaraş, and the announcer intervenes and says, let's not say that too much. The Muğla governor's office hung a banner in front of the 8 trucks that were coming from the opposition party. Holy shit.